Welcome to the channel. We've been pretty busy. So this is where we left off. The boys stuck it out until we had all the fitting done and some tack welds to hold everything in place. Of course, you saw this is tacked in, it's got to be finished welded. We made plates for both sides actually that cover up where the post used to be between the four-door doors. One problem we came into that ate a bunch of time was we had this already relieved on both sides, and we wound up having to cut our welds. We had to bring it up a little bit higher, so the four-door rear seat, or foot pans, I guess, were down a lot deeper, almost a full inch, actually, compared to the convertible ones. And you can see where it had to come up in order to make the tunnel that's in here now. So that is the actual tunnel out of the convertible. This was a super challenge here. There was nothing left of the convertible. These are the seat washers where your seat belts would bolt into, and they were like rotted completely out. We still have, of course, a couple of holes. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, maybe you can see if I get up real close. That's actually the X-frame directly behind that. That's how close it actually sits to it. And this actual, it's not welded down here because this is going to be a replacement patch that goes in there and finishes that off. Take you to the other side. I got a couple things to show you. Yeah, there's the patch on the rocker there that fills that all in. This side went together a little bit easier. The center cross member actually runs directly through here, and when we cut the tunnel out of the four-door floor pan, this one we had to cut through, of course, in order to allow that. And the tunnel is actually welded on top of both the front and the rear cross member that goes underneath the floor pan of the 4-door. You can see actually here, this would be the tunnel center cross brace for the convertible. So we're going to have to fabricate this and tie it into, we believe we're going to have to actually cut this back a little bit further to make it actually relax properly and fit. But that'll be when we get the car on the rotisserie. This kind of gives you an idea. This is actually the piece that we cut out of the convertible, and you can see there was nothing left of where the seatbelt washer was that supported the seatbelt. And our whole plan was to try to save as much of this good floor as we can. So this was actually quite a challenge to relieve all this. And you see there's yet another hole there that has to be dealt with. I don't know if you can see the X-frame. It's actually through this other hole. Again, some of the convertible floor was very rotten, actually. I got one more thing that really puts this into perspective for you. I think it actually, no, it goes this way. So when you compare the two, you can really tell the difference from the 4-door tunnel that doesn't have the X-frame. Look at the difference in the size of the tunnel, actually, that had to be replaced. So this took a lot more time than we expected. But this top section that we're dying to drop down here, finally, these, as we call the bulkheads anyways, have to drop into this lower floor pan and then be spot welded all the way along. And now we've got the right depth. As a matter of fact, we managed to get these two floor pans on either side within a 1/16 of an inch of difference. So we were actually quite happy with that. We got a bunch more cleanup to do on the welds and probably some touch-ups here and there where there's some holes, but we're well on our way. And once I get this welding done, the boys will be back and we can finally get into actually getting this top section fit and hopefully start actually dropping some welds on that. And we call this the sort of forward motion of the project. Finally, this is just, it's taken quite a long time with no playbook as to how you do this stuff. You just gotta kind of feel your way through, and there's a little bit of trial and error. Of course, there's a couple of missteps, and you go backwards sometimes, but we're getting there. We call this the forward motion anyways. So once again, I know we said at the beginning, we wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we can't thank you enough for sticking it out with us, and things should look like they're moving finally at this point. So have a great day, and thanks for watching.